Hey everybody, welcome to my Just the Tip. Okay, so today we're gonna have a little discussion about Buck Angel's Buck Off. I have some issues with this, and I'm just gonna throw them out there because, I don't know, I'm just me, whatever, who am I? Here's one thing. First of all, it's being credited as the first sex toy designed for trans men, which is not true at all. In fact, I have a toy coming to me that was designed way before the Buck Off, and it was designed for trans men. And this toy is actually better. I'll get to why in a minute. Buck Angel, right? He's a sex worker. That's fantastic. I have no problem with that whatsoever. My problem is that you would think that someone who works in the industry would know better when it comes to things like materials. The Buck Off is made out of a TPR silicone blend. It's produced by Perfect Fit, and they have their own sort of signature material, which is a blend of TPR and silicone. While that's great and all, the problem with that is anything blended with silicone is not silicone. Now, silicone is wonderful by itself. TPR, on the other hand, not so great. TPR as a material for sex toys is not ideal at all. It's porous, number one, and if you keep a toy made out of TPR in a drawer where you have either other toys that are non-porous and things like that, they tend to meld together. Like you can't sterilize TPR. So if you have like say you had a dildo or something made out of TPR, the best way to keep it even remotely clean would be to use a condom over it. But even then, bacteria slips underneath the condom, and it's still not ideal. Because of the nature of the Buck Off, there's no way to, there's no way to keep it clean. You can't really use a condom with it, and, it's just not, there's no way to sterilize it once you use it. You can use a toy cleaner, you can use antibacterial soap and water, things like that, but you can't boil it, you can't bleach it, you can't do anything that's actually going to make it sterilized and clean. The other thing with TPR is that it tends to get, it actually tends to melt in temperatures over 85 degrees. The human body is over 85 degrees. Anybody in the Southwest lives in climates that are over 85 degrees, so I'm not sure what that's going to do with the integrity of the toy. And when a company that has TPR toys say that they're body safe only in that they don't contain phthalates, which, I mean, that's great, but because jelly toys are gross and disgusting, and most jelly toys contain phthalates, and they're bleh. So TPR doesn't contain phthalates, but again, you can't sterilize it. You can't clean it. And so you're basically spending $30 on a toy that's disposable, because eventually it's going to get nasty. It's going to get gross. Bodily fluids, bacteria, it's going to get soaked up in there. It's going to get weird. It's going to just be gnarly, and you're going to throw it out. So I'm a little disappointed in the fact that someone who actually works in the industry would come up with a toy that, first of all, that they're touting as the first and only toy that's designed for trans men, which is a bunch of bullshit, frankly. Huffington Post and a few other articles, and Buck Angel himself and a few other people have been going around saying that this is the first and only toy that's been designed for trans men. I'm gonna call bullshit. The company that I'm getting this toy from, this other toy from, I'm not going to talk about it until I get it, because then I'll be doing a review and all this fun stuff. But the only reason that they're not as well known, or that they don't, have such a huge following, is because they don't have the name. If they had a name attached to their product, it'd be way better than this thing that Buck Angel is putting out there. Just to give you guys an idea, this toy that I'm getting from this other company is medical grade silicone, which means that it's sterilizable and will last you essentially forever if you take care of it. It is well designed. The company is awesome. It's like they're a smaller company. Everything is designed by trans men, and I'm super excited to get it. But again, don't go around saying that this is the first toy that's designed for trans men, because it's not, like, at all. There's been plenty of stuff out there for trans men, but nothing that happened to be attached to a porn star's name. That's the only difference. When you buy the Buck off, you're paying for the name. That's basically what you're doing. It's porous, it can't be sterilized, and if you keep it, you have to basically store it in a Ziploc baggie. I'm thoroughly disappointed that someone would actually, number one, come up with something that was subpar, and number two, go around saying that it's the first and only toy that's been of this nature that's been designed for trans men, because, sorry, I'm calling bullshit. So if you like this video, go ahead and click the thumbs up, subscribe. If there's anything you want to see, if there's anything you want me to talk about, let me know, shoot me a message, drop it in the comments, whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next Just the Tip.